Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gatorlight, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlight hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on the DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Coach Unplugged is brought to you by great people over at teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. Here is your host, Steve Collins.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coach Unplugged, episode 573. Before we dive into today's podcast, I'd like to give a big shout out to our 2 sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market. We lost on Saturday. It was our worst shooting percentage, but it was not Dr. Dish's fault. We just had one of those nights where our effective field goal percentage was like 39% and the opponent's was 60. So those kind of things happen, but it was not Dr. Dish's fault. They have helped us have the best shooting percentage we've had all year. So go over and check them out. Mention Coach Unplugged and they'll give you $350 off your next purchase. Also, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Every day we tell our kids that we want them to become better players, better people, all those kind of things. And the only way you do that is to find mentors, to find resources. Teachhoops.com is that answer. I can tell you right now, we're pouring a lot of money into Teach Hoops. We're redoing the site. We're doing logins. We're doing all sorts of stuff. And there's lots of courses coming soon because Coach Collins' season ended. So time hasn't stopped, but it's changed. So there'll be lots of things coming. Make sure you go over and check it out. And let's head off to the podcast.
Trying to attack the whole team by yourself.
Okay.
Some play, but some bad passing. Trying to dribble into multiple people. Trying to think about what else. Our press break's pretty good. When they set up, it's good. If they don't set up, so it's not that. It's just the dribbling and
it's over. Well, they're probably trying to do too much is the issue. So you got to try to. I think you got to slow them down and try to get them to do less.
Okay.
I think they're dribbling. Probably, my guess is not watching it, but they're probably dribbling too much. They're probably trying to make things happen when they're not there. Yeah. So that means they got to get the game to slow down for them. And part of that is, if you have a way of showing them some tape, tape's a wonderful tool. To show them that, when you drive into 3 guys, you're going to probably turn the ball over kind of thing. So I think those are the first 2 things. When we had a couple games like that early in the season, and it's like turnovers just drive me bonkers. So we spent a lot of time on, how you squaring, how you're, it's a lot of footwork. It's a lot about decision-making. It's a lot about, where are you trying to get your shots from and why are you turning it over?
Some of it, when I noticed too, is they're so impatient. Like when we are running a half-court set, zone, especially zone or man, it's like they're so impatient. We're shooting the ball within 10 seconds. Or like I told you, I have some athletes, and so these guys think they can just blow by people, but they're not. They're athletes, but some of them are football players. Some of them
you're not a creator, Yeah. So, what's the shot clock in California?
35 seconds.
So you got lots of. If they're shooting in the top, there's a difference in shooting the last 5 in the first 10. So I would make them take some more time off. I mean, you can't win 10 seconds. You can't even get a rotation of the ball more than once, probably.
No, we're not. When we're good, when we share the ball,
right.
When we're not selfish, then we will reverse the ball.
Yeah. A couple times probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we're not. So my question is, some of it is just the same guys doing the same thing over. At what point do you pull them after one turnover?
I don't, but I mean, what's the definition of sanity? Doing the same thing over and over again. It's I don't like to pull on one, but if they're doing the same thing over and over, I mean, turnovers are a quick way to get yanked. They really are. And it's the math. It's the math of it's 3 points we can score now. It can be a 6-point turnaround every time you turn the ball over, because it's 3 we can score, 3 they can score. So it can be a 6-point turnaround. We don't even have a chance to score those 3. So it's a math problem for me. That's what I try to explain. I mean, a good high school game, maybe 10 to 12 turnovers. 8. Yeah. You play 8-minute quarters?
Yes.
Yeah. So, a good 10 to 12 is good. That's your goal, not 20.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you are the master. That's what I need to know. I need to know what's okay.
If you're at 8, if you're at 6 to 8, you're doing really well, especially pushing the ball. But if you're 10 to 12, you can live with 10 to 12. Again, a charge is a turn. I mean, there's different types of turnovers.
Right. No, these are the type of turnovers, throwing the ball away.
Yeah, they're the horrible ones. Yeah. They're the ones that the reason you have gray hair. Yes.
Yeah. Well, 55, buddy. 55.
Yeah, I just losing mine. Just losing mine. Just losing mine.
Hey, it's all good.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Other questions. Practice planning. Percent of time we should be spending on defense, getting it all in within 2 hours, especially now that we're talking about cutting back because it's late in the season.
Yep. So
give me an idea about that.
Remind me how much time you have left in your season before playoffs?
So our last league game is the 13th of February.
So 3, 4. Okay. All right. So
playoffs start the following week.
I would look at who you think you're going to be playing. Like we're playing an opponent this week. So we're going to, I mean, it really depends on the opponent. If you're only playing 1 or 2 a week, you need to get shots up. Hopefully your offense is kind of.
Let me write this down.
Yep.
Shots up.
Shots
up. I usually like to spend 20 minutes of practice on shooting, pure shooting.
Yes, perfect.
Is that too much or too little?
That's probably not enough, but that's probably all you can get in with a 2-hour practice. Maybe, I like the number of shots that we take in practice to go up as the season goes on. Because it's a skill that people aren't working on, and I like to get game type shots up because everyone's worried about their out of bounds plays, and they're not worried about. I want to be shooting the ball well when tournament comes.
Like, how much are you guys shooting right now? How many minutes?
We shoot a lot because we shoot a lot of threes. We have this is of 30 years of coaching. We're probably shooting the most threes that we've ever shot in this team. We 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. We do full court shooting threes. We do 11 man. You ever see the man drill 11 man?
Is it on your videos?
Yeah, it will be somewhere. I can send you a link for it. But we do 11 man with only threes, no layups, nothing. You need 11 players, and it's up and down the court.
I have 11.
So it's a perfect drill for them to get up and down. But we do a lot of shooting, moving. We just came off finals week, so we spent a lot of time on finals week shooting. So that's the first thing. But we also spent a lot of time on defense. So it's a fine balance here. Because I'm also starting to work on situations. So, I have different, less than 3 seconds down 2. What are we going to run? up, all that kind of stuff. So I probably spend in a week, probably 30 minutes a week right now on situations. We're up to, what does our delay look like? How do we going to counter someone else that pulls the ball out? So probably 30 minutes out of the, 10 hours in the week, we're probably spending on situations. And we do things really fast. So, I put on the clock, let's say we're working on our offense.
Yeah.
We'll spend, I have a unique team this year that I split us in 2 even groups. I'll spend a little bit with my starting core, but I use so many bodies that I'm just splitting them in half, and we'll spend 4 minutes, no more than 4 minutes. And we'll just work on our offense for 4 minutes. And when that clock goes off, we're done. We're going on the next thing. So I try to keep things precise. Let's do it right and well, fast, and then move on. Because I need time for shots. I need time to work on, some of our help defense. I need time to work on situations. I needed time to make practice shorter. So I'm making, it's called like my Snapchat practices, to be honest with you. It's fast, done, over, gone.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, we had finals like I told you, it was finals week, and we had some stuff that was horrible this week. Yeah. And I wanted to spend 15 minutes on it. I let it go. I just okay, we'll come back to that if we have time at the end of practice. And I do a lot of this time of year. I'll do a lot of, I'll break them into 2 groups, and I'll put 10 seconds on the clock, and I'll say, all right, run 2 out of bounds play. We don't have a 2 out of bounds play, but run 2 out of bounds play. And the 5 people I put on that side got to do it in 10 seconds. So it teaches them to communicate, but it also teaches them to do it fast. Maybe we'll have a quick hitter called green, 10 seconds on the clock. Someone runs the clock for me, go. And both groups got to do it in 10 seconds. So
are you running it against defense?
No, we're running with no defense. I just want to make sure they can get to the right spots, run it correctly, fast. Because think about that. I want that pressure of the game. Coach just called a quick hitter. Coach just called a play. Coach called an out of bounds play. And I don't know who's going to be on the court, to be honest with you. I have a very unique team that I can probably play most of my guys. So if the bottom 2 or 3 probably aren't quite ready yet, but so I'm just throwing bodies, and I don't know who's going to be in there at the end. So I gotta make sure they all know all the spots. So that's kind of new this year, but short and precise this time of year. Really short and good. If they can give me 2-3 perfect reps, we're done. We're not even doing it anymore. We're moving on to the next thing, because there's other things that we do need work on.
Ooh, I think you just gave me an idea. Okay. All right. Scouting. I'm going to tell you what I've done.
Okay.
So we don't
have enough time in the next 15 minutes to talk about scouting, but we'll scratch the surface.
So we were 4-0, and I scouted it. And then I said, okay, I'm going to scout this other team, this new team that we're playing, because we haven't played them and I don't know anything about them. And I didn't scout the other games. And I said, I'm going to scout. We lost the game.
Okay.
And I'm like, how did I spent an hour scouting this team? What good
first of all, can you videotape in California?
Yeah. I had their video. I had their whole game.
Okay, everybody, I hope you're enjoying the podcast. A couple things. First of all, we would love if you would leave a review, subscribe, and like. Those are nice. We'd also love if you came over and joined teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. I promise you'll probably get an email from me and a video welcoming you within 24 hours. Also, if you're wanting to help us with hosting fees and those things, and it doesn't cost you anything, you can go down below and hit our affiliate link for Amazon. Every time you go shopping on Amazon, we'll get a small little commission. So that's really easy to do. Also, make sure, and I don't mention this a lot, make sure you go over and check out our YouTube channel, Teach Hoops. There's thousands of videos over there to kind of help you become a better basketball coach. All right, let's head back to the podcast. Okay. So you had their whole game. So what were you looking for when you were scouting?
I was looking at what defense they were running. I was looking to see who their main players were. And I'm like, you know what? This was a waste. I'm like, you know what? I'm not scouting anymore.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm going to take the John Wooden approach. We're just going to worry about what we do.
Okay.
So we started league, and I
disagree with John Wooden, so I'm just going to go on record on this.
Okay. So
if you're John Wooden and you're coaching the best players in the country in the 70s, you could probably get away with that. So here's what I think. So I'm going to tell you, we last week we beat the 5th ranked team in the state. I had every one of their games. They played all year, every one of their games on tape. I had 11 games on tape, had them all. Okay. And what did I get from those 11 games? I got tendencies. That's all I want. I want tendencies. So I knew how guard X was going to create. I knew who was the 3-point shooters and who were not the 3-point shooters. Yes, I knew what kind of offense they were going to run, what kind of defense they were going to run, all that kind of stuff. I knew all that stuff, yes. But I'm looking for tendencies and matchups because that's what high school basketball is about. Who can I match up A versus B? Okay, because it all comes down. We don't have the time to spend like college. I mean, we spend a lot. My staff and I spend a lot of time scouting. I'll send you a scouting report if you want to look at it. But the scouting report's probably 90% for us and 10% for the boys. We put it into 3 little here are the keys. Here's the tendencies. Here's what they'll run, and we'll work through. You better not score on your out of bounds plays against us because that means we haven't scouted right. Unless you put a new one in between the last game and the time you play us. So we're ready. We're calling their out of bounds plays. We're calling all that. We know what they're going to do. It's whether we can execute it. But the key is I want to go into that game knowing here's my counter to what you're going to do. And I know who can play against that, who can match up with that person, especially when we're playing man. So those are the big things. Yes, you initially went and probably watch and figure out what they're running defensively, who their best players are, all that kind of stuff. But then you got to take that information. Now, the stats teacher in me tells me you only had one game.
I did.
Player X could have looked great in one game. Yeah. So it's the law of large numbers from the statistician in me. You need a bigger sample. We lost some games early in our season because we didn't have enough. There were new players in our league. We didn't have enough sample to know who was good and who wasn't. Some people beat us because a couple of people scored that we didn't really even know about. Now that we're into January, trust me, I know everybody in our league. I know what they can do, what they can't do, who's going to shoot, who's not going to shoot. So you have to go one way or the other is my theory with scouting. You have to either go all in and get as much tape and many games as you can get and spend time hopefully with huddle breaking them down and all of that, or go the other way and don't even worry about it at all. I mean, you got to go one camp or the other because the problem is small samples are deceiving, right? If I toss it's the stats teacher in me. If I toss a coin 3 times, I might get 3 tails. But theoretically over time, we're going to get half tails, half heads. It's for, anybody that would ever listen to this on teachers. But that's the difference is that small sample can deceive you. That's the problem. You need a big sample.
Huddle will break what down? They'll break down mine.
And they'll break down your opponent. If you get the right huddle thing, they'll break down every game.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you paid for that extra huddle?
Are you kidding me? That's the best money ever spent. Absolutely. Yeah? Oh God, yes.
Okay. So
because then I get tape on them, and then I put it in, and then I can know their effective. I can know their effective field goal percentage. I know everything. I have their shot. I know everything.
Okay.
I mean, I'm old school. I used to do it with 2 VHS tapes, Coach. I'm telling you, man. Like crossover and huddle saved my marriage. Swear to God. My wife kids about it, but it's like I used to be in the office just with 2 tapes. Now it's like boom, 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 boom. I hit 2 buttons and it's all there.
I don't even know what crossover is. What's
crossover? Basically is huddle, but crossover is like huddle bot crossover basically.
Okay.
Yeah, they basically the same thing. Upload to the cloud. Somebody breaks it down for you, and then you can use it.
I think I asked you this last time, but I really need to go over it with you.
Okay.
So I had 2 or 3 games in the last week, but the team we beat by 30, I started running stuff like just how I told you I have a small team and I use different things, but and that was fine against them. But we had a tough game that we lost by 3 points Tuesday night. And I'm wondering, and I started running different things in that game, but it didn't work. And sometimes I'm wondering, am I doing too much? Like, let me give you an example. The team we lost to by 3 points, they ran 2-3 zone the whole game. They did nothing but I started off in man. Then I started pressing. Then I started doing 3-2. Then I did 2-3. And I was just doing anything I could to mess them up. I'm just wondering, and I never felt like we really stopped them completely. I'm just wondering, am I doing too much?
Let's say you'd have stayed in the 2-3 the whole game. Do you think you'd have stopped them?
I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. So part of it is feel too. Part of it's like playing the piano. Part of this is feel. So you'll get better at this as you do this longer. Part of it's feel. Like I literally wanted, like in our last game, I wanted to get out of our man-to-man so bad, but I couldn't because I've done this long enough and it was working, even though they made a little run. And at one point they took a little lead. It's like, nope, not going to do it, because it was like there's something inside you that says, nope, this is working. We'll get through this. But when we ended up winning by like 10. So part of that is you have to do this long enough. The question is, do you only want to do one thing and try to get so good at it that no one?
Yeah, or one or two things versus I got 4 things going. I got a 1-3-1, I got a 2-3, I got a 3-2, I got a man. I would have a man in a zone and get good at those, and then you can, if you've got them in at this point, you can always pull them out of your bag of tricks. You can take a full time out and show them. So I'd figure out moving forward, at least for the next couple of weeks, what can I do offensively, what can I do defensively that's going to, help us win. So I'd keep man, and then I'd figure out one of the zones you feel good about and work on that zone. And then the other ones are over there. I mean, shoot, there's stuff that we ran a month ago that is still in my arsenal, and we've done 0 practice, but if I have to use it, I can pull it out. I don't want to. We won't be great at it, but it would be something to change up tempo. So I'd try to figure out what that is with your team. Okay.
And you can also just play man and do variations on man. You could do man run and jump. You could do man push side. You could do man double every screen. So you can do it that way too. You can change up and stay in one thing. You can do the same thing with a zone. You can run 2-3. You can run 2-3 trap. You can run 2-3, who covers the corner, all those kind of things.
So the question is, do I get really good at man and do like a run and jump? And
sure.
Just get
you're young. You're young, if I remember right,
yes.
Right? You're young. Man would be like, you got to pound man into them. You got to pound man into them, because all the other stuff will come easy if they get man down.
Okay.
So pound the man, because it's going to pay. You're going to get the dividends, like it's investing in a stock. You're going to get the dividends later down the line, because they're going to know your terminology. They're going to know all that stuff.
What percentage of the time do you think you're running man?
Me?
Throughout the year. I'm not one game. I'm talking for the whole season. What percentage of the time do you think you ran man?
80%.
Okay. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
But now I have variations of man. I'll have man side. I'll have man trap. I'll have man, but 80%.
You run that, what's that called? That pack line too?
I do. I do pack line.
Different variations of man.
I do variations of man. So it's 80% variations of man. And then I have like a 2-3 and a 1-3-1 that I'll, no one was running 1-3-1 10 years ago. So I was like the first one kind of running in our area. Now everyone's running it. So now I got to figure out something different. I like doing things different. Yeah. So yeah.
I got you.
All right. One more, coach. And then I got a call here at
Thank you.
6.
So we were planning on bringing the JV to practice with us tomorrow.
Okay. That's a good idea.
You think that's a good idea? And then just kind of do the same things, just except now at least at first this is what I'm thinking. We're going to start off us against the JV, but then kind of mix it up. So it kind of just gets a little level of competition that's different. One is going to be one, then you mix it up.
Yes. I think that's good. When do you play this week?
Friday. We have a bye on Tuesday.
Yeah, so then that's really good. Do it on Monday. That's a perfect thing, because they're starting to get your terminology. They're starting to hear what you want to do, all that. That's perfect. That's a good time to do it, because you still have time to prep for your next opponent, get your guys refocused. I think that's a good idea.
We're going to watch film on that opponent every day.
Yeah.
Till Friday.
Yeah. And I go to that notebook, get them a notebook. I'm telling you, make them write in their notebooks.
I'm going to the dollar store right now. What do I do with that notebook? What do I tell them to do? Just write down notes?
Well, they date it every day, and then you can just brainstorm. I mean, the last thing I had them do is tell me the 3 things to help us win this game, or diagram these 4 out of bounds plays, or, you know, what are 3 things you do really well? It doesn't matter as long as they're kind of, hey, we just watched film. What did you get out of this film session? Okay. What do you want to get out of this film session?
I thought the notebook was to kind of take notes on what we're watching on.
It is. If you want, and I use it post, pre, and then you can use it during too. Like stop, boom, boom, boom. So it's up to you. I have a lot of that in my scout, so I don't tend to do as much during the film session because I want them watching and not writing. But I'll stop and say, hey, all right, what did he just do? Well, he went left the last 3 times. Yep, he did. Write that down in your notebook. You know,
got it.
John Jones.
And look at ourselves. What can we do better too? I think so. I think we'll get more money out of it. Look at how you played the last time. You played horrible. Do this better this time. Right.
And it makes them reflect. I want them thinking. And the problem is 90% of that is, hey, take this seriously. This is serious. It's like school. You know, don't be joking around. That's part of that notebook is, you know, and then those notebooks are always accessible to me. I said, I want to see them. I'm going to page through them. So
you let them take it home? No,
I keep them in the locker room. They keep them in their lockers at all times.
Is a lot of the stuff we're talking about in the videos that are on your website?
Some of them are. Some of them I'm working on. It's like, it just depends. Hey, were you hey everybody, hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you subscribe and like. You know, I don't talk about my YouTube channel a lot, but go over and check out our YouTube channel at Teach Hoops on YouTube. Subscribe and like there. That would be great. If you really want to help us out, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can click down the Amazon link down below, and that basically moves you toward if you click there first and then go shopping, you won't even notice it, and it basically we get a small little affiliate link every time you purchase something. And the second thing is go join teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Talk to you soon.
Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACTS.
I see you.
Avatar: Fire and Ash is now streaming on Disney+. It's the film critics are calling the best Avatar yet.
Yeah! Go, 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 go!
A true epic and completely jaw-dropping.
This is the only pure thing in this world.
Return to Pandora on Disney+.
It will be an adventure for the whole family.
And watch the Oscar-winning phenomenon at home.
This is sick!
Avatar: Fire and Ash, now streaming on Disney+. Rated PG-13.